global economy will need to deal with the polarity of inflation and economic growth. Because of course, seeing now, of course, influences from still war in Ukraine, central banks will need to try to reduce the inflation, but on the other hand, of course, they will try to make sure that economic growth is not impacted a lot. So I think this is a major polarity which will need to be tackled in 23, and it's not easy. Actually, I think Slovenia, as part of the global trends, will of course need to battle, and economists in Slovenia will need to battle with the same trends. On the other hand, I would see for Slovenian companies an importance to rethink about basic strategic elements, you know, where do we want to play and how we win, yeah? Because Slovenian companies should still, besides tackling day-to-day businesses, refocus a little bit on future challenges of digitalization and ESG factors, which environmental, of course, will not go away. At least, or what we should somehow expect is a predictable economic environment. So I'm pretty much advocating for the fact that, of course, the companies need to drive the strategy. However, country or government needs to define rules of play. So as stable and predictable that is, of course, companies can count with that. So Lake in Slovenia has a long history of collaborating with academia. And this is actually been with the institutes with whom we drive quite some projects together, or with universities, where as well our associates are lecturers, and actually we make sure that we have a good pipeline of new students, which then of course are shaped within our company, but we get a good access to that knowledge as well. So, and this is actually proven to be a winning concept. On one hand, to get a good pipeline of a fresh mind. On the other hand, of course, to have a very good science from our institutes as well, and our other companies we collaborate with. So, in principle, as a leader, I try to be very inclusive. And I'm looking in my circle for colleagues who actually can challenge as well, and who can lead by themselves. Yeah. So one of the nice initiatives we have is Young Advisory Board, where our myself and our board colleagues are actually working with young talents in the company, with young leaders, right? To be challenged on one hand, but as well to be able to as well bring in new ideas and new approaches, which might be a bit more courageous in a younger age than maybe in a senior leadership position. So with that one, we try to balance seniority and courage and curiosity. So in principle, I believe that as a leaders, we need to somehow form the proper environment that this initiative can thrive, right? So in principle, we encourage our associates to go beyond regular aspect or scope of the job, and actually with our team of strategic projects, which is now very well established, we really try to open different collaborations and to open our company as well to external collaboration. And of course, this award is just one proof that this is actually a working concept. First of all, I try to be an inspirational leader, right? So in my view, we need to create purpose with the associates, and then we need to actually give them environment they can strive. Yeah? And what I hope they would say is that I'm a caring leader, and basically trying to really enable them to succeed. And last but not least, my approach is to be a humble servant leader.